Hi guys, I thought I would do a monthly plan with me and my passion planner today using the School Days monthly kit from ElliebethdesignsUK. This is the best monthly kit I've found that will fit in the passion planner from the UK. Obviously you can get kits from some of the American shops, but the shipping to the UK it's not very nice, I think is a diplomatic way of saying it, but the flexibility of these is that you've got the option of putting all the days down separately, so you can use this for the Monday start and the Sunday start passion planners. So I am obviously going with September for this because September is back to school. It is the time of year when I'm not very happy about having to get up again, and all the chaos of everything else is just a bit much really. So I'm going to try and line this up. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Obviously these are designed with 2 months so that you can put the month down that you want and then add it to your planner. And these kind of, they're not a perfect fit, but they do kind of fit a little bit in here. So it's better than just having the grey, I think. But the problem is getting it down straight. So I think in August I might have actually lined it up with a top or a bottom line and just had a bit more grey showing. I know as well it will vary as to whether you've got 5 weeks or 6 weeks in the month. I know that much. Now somewhere I had, there it is, there's my craft knife. And I am going to just try and, I'm going to use a ruler to do this just because it will help me not put too much pressure on with my craft knife. As you may have known, it's new. I carefully put, I cut through a page on a plan with me using that craft knife, and it left me a little bit distressed and a little bit kind of, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So trying to line it up, that will do there. So that kind of fills the space-ish. It's not, as I said, it's not a perfect fit, but I know there are more and more people in the UK that are getting passion planners and struggling to find sticker options, so I just thought I would share this in the hope that it gives someone some inspiration, really. So we'll leave it at that. So there we go. Right, I'm going to turn this upside down just to do the day covers because I just find it a little bit easier. Now again, these are not a complete exact match. There is a tiny bit of overlap, but height wise they cover it perfectly. So you may have seen I used one of these kits in the classic last year's couple of plan with me's, and I was overly excited, I think it's fair to say, overly excited when I discovered that I could use them in the Pro as well. So there we go. Said, bit of overlap, it's not perfect, but it does the job pretty well and adds a splash of colour, which is always good. It does require a bit of concentration. I always find monthly kits do require more concentration than other kits. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I kind of feel there's more stuff going down. That's probably what it is. I'm worried about messing it up. So there's those. Now, tweezers. Yes, I if you've not seen me with these before, I do have a pair of tweezers specifically for sticking stuff down, because I do find with things like this it is much easier if you have it sideways and use the tweezers like that. This is probably the most tedious, boring bit, so I'm going to pause the camera once I've just put this one down. and then I will come back once the whole thing is filled in. There we go, so that's all of the numbers down. That does take a bit of time, but I just like the effect of it. So then I'm going to go with this washi across the top to cover the September bit that's up here. And I'm going to vaguely just try and eyeball it so there's a bit of a white gap. It's not completely flush. There we go. That's okay. That's not bad. And again, I'm using a ruler more with my new knife just because I'm so scared of cutting through pages. I think I've said it just kind of helps me keep everything together. And then I'm going to go with this other strip across the top of the other page. Okay. So again, just kind of vaguely-ish. I think that's worked. There we go. Okay, now I have been using some of the monthly trackers down here that are still vaguely in the shop. I think they're in the reduced section. I think they are these ones. I think, emphasis on think, that's not too pink, is it? Yes, that'll do. Yeah, that'll, no, we'll go for the pale green. I really like these. Now the new monthly pages in the collections have individual strips like this rather than like a full month sticker. I kind of like the full month sticker, I will be honest. I wanted that. I wanted the washi as well, didn't I? Okay, let's go in here. I think so. I have other pages in the collection as well, so I've obviously got the days and dates, and this was the washi sheet. And I have as well on here some other strips that I've taken off the individual sheets so I can punch them. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to trim that one. We'll take this one. Okay. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this along here, and I am going to put it right up against the bottom of the calendar, and then trim that. And then I'm going to put this underneath. Sorry, squeaky chair. I need to get it oiled again. So this doesn't quite, I mean, it pretty much fits across the width of this page. And I personally think it's a nice use of that gap. That was the one gap on the page on the Passion Planner Monthly that I never really used. I used these, but this was just kind of a bit dead. So doing that makes it feel a bit more used, I think. Okay, so then we've got this sticker here. Now in August I did use this section, but I don't always, and part of me is thinking I might just cover it up completely. It'd be a bit radical, because these I tend to turn into other to-do lists or cover with this, so it would normally go like that and I would trim it off and put some washi down, but I'm just thinking I may just cover the whole thing, because in my head that works better. And then I can come in and just trim off the bottom box. like that, because I tend to have this as like my focus or my goals for the month, and I quite often colour code the bullet points anyway, so my work one would stand out, my personal stuff would stand out, and I just feel like it's a better use of the space. I like that. No, I'm good, I'm happy with that. We're going to keep that. Okay, projects down here, I do use these, but I don't necessarily use them quite like that, so I'm just going to cover up the headers with the glitter washi like that, and I'm just going to trim again. And then we'll trim there as well. So that's kind of all of the bits, so to speak. So let's go on and do some plans now. I am filming this quite in advance of when I would normally do this. I know previously I've like done my monthly setup a good 2-3 months in advance, but these days I just like doing it kind of just before, so I can get myself set up for the month and think, right, that's how it goes. So I thought there was a payday sticker. There is a payday sticker, it's just on the other sheet. Payday is then right at the end of the month, last working day of the month. What's New Wednesday hasn't been announced yet, so I won't put that up. What else have I got going on in September? So we have got, and this is where I'm going to get the binder out and get some things. So functional in here, recycling and bins. Now I have left the washi strips on here and punched through the washi just because these sheets will get used lots, and I just think it gives a bit more stability. Plus I will end up with hundreds of strips of rainbow washi, I have no doubt. We have these. We'll leave it at that for the moment, just for the moment. So let me check where I am. So 27, so that one will just be recycling. So we have recycling every week and bins every other week. Like that. So recycling, these are not very neatly going down. These are likely to get pulled up and repositioned. Yes, I am that sad, I know. No, that's not even the right week. There we go. So that's those. Now I am going to use one of these for a one-off event on a monthly. I don't normally use these on the monthly because they take up quite a lot of space. But that day we do have a district event, so I'm going to put that down now. I want the event labels for this kit. Where have I gone? There they are. You can see that my binder is very full already. Let's go with these. So these are the mixed label sheet, which I think this, the washi and the days and dates will be my go-to for most things. The start of term is actually here. We don't do Labour Day in the UK. So that's the start of term, which is an inset day, which will be thrilling as always, sarcasm as always. There are a lot of birthdays going on, so what I'm going to do is take my, no, I can't find it, there it is. So what happens when you start planning and put stickers everywhere, you can't find the things that you want. So we have got birthdays on the 11th, 14th. Have I got anything to mark birthdays to make them stand out? I'm fairly certain I have. Oh, this one, I used this earlier. This is was one of the traveller's notebook sheets, but these size of labels are really handy to have around. So I'm going to put one in there because that's a birthday. That's a birthday. That's a birthday there. As is that one. And that one. I feel like I've missed someone. No, I think that's everyone. Early on. Oh, I don't know. No, we'll leave it at that. That'll be fine. I don't think there's anything else that needs to go in for now, really, because I'm trying to keep this a lot more open and a lot more personal, rather than just general stuff. So I'm just having a final check of the Google Calendar for September. Oh, I have got one. Let's use the label for here. So that's on the 20th. I am having my nails done because I've booked it that far ahead, which is unusual. And on the 7th is deadline. So we use one of those. There. So the stickers just make important appointments stand out. One thing I'm contemplating is whether I put my monthly prompts on here, or whether I use this as sort of like a the daily highlights, and actually record like the good bit of each day on the monthly, which I've been doing in my bullet journal. And I do fill in these bits here on the weekly, the good things that happened, but I'm just wondering about doing it on the monthly, so I have a bit more of a think about that. But that is just kind of how you can use bits of the monthly pages from the collections to set up your monthly in your passion planner. And while they're not a perfect fit, I still think they work pretty well, short of getting ridiculous export duty, import duty, whatever the costs are that you get on post. If you get the wrong thing from the States, that's going to happen. You don't do that with this. This is a lovely benefit of ordering stickers from the UK. So there we go. Hopefully that was helpful. I will stop rambling now and go and get on with something useful and put away all of my stickers that I've just piled everywhere on my desk. So I'll be back soon, guys, and in the meantime, happy planning.